Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Wholesale Dropshipping Champions. This is Jason from Dropshipping University, coming back at you with another episode, and I'm going to talk about promoted listings, right? This has been discussed a lot, but I want to talk about promoted listings with respect to whole shipping and dealing with wholesale suppliers, okay? This is something that we can get a competitive edge on other people who aren't paying attention or don't have enough margin to work with to do wholesale, to do promoted listings. And I think it's a huge opportunity that a lot of people are passing up. And you know, if you're not using promoted listings while you're doing wholesale dropshipping on eBay, you're going to be getting outcompeted by people like me. So what's the premise of the promoted listings on eBay? How does it work, right? Most people know that eBay has a promoted listing program. You go into your promoted, there's a promoted section on eBay. It's completely separated. There's a dashboard where you can see your analytics, your impressions, your sales, your click-through, all that stuff. It's really insightful. But this is also where you go and you set your ad rate. An ad rate is basically telling eBay how much of a cut they get if the product sells. Now that's really important. It's a really important point that I just made. It's only if the product sells. So you only pay eBay that extra percent that you get to dictate if the product sells. Now, if you're familiar with how Facebook ads work, Google ads, or Amazon ads work, you're paying either through the impressions, how many impressions were on that listing, or how many times people clicked on that listing, okay? Now that can be so much more expensive. That is very risky for somebody who is trying to test the market on a product, or just trying to ramp up their sales. I know a lot of people who sell on Amazon and they end up losing money because their listing is getting clicked on tons and tons of times and they're not making sales for whatever reason, but the cost per click is very expensive, right? And they're getting outbid and they're trying to outbid their competition. And it's very, very competitive, right? And promoted listings by nature are competitive. They're competitive on eBay too. But there's a huge distinct difference between paying when you make a sale and paying for impressions or just for clicks. Okay, and this is largely underrated in the dropshipping space, in just promoted listings on eBay in general. There's not enough people bringing to the table and telling people how important this really is. You need to be using promoted listings. And I understand a lot of people's accounts, their promoted listings went like this. They tanked. They went all the way down, and that was because their account had been flagged as an online arbitrage dropshipper, selling from Amazon, Walmart, and to eBay. So I suggest that if that has happened to you, to open up a new account. If you're going to be doing whole shipping, open up a new account, start fresh, and you can start utilizing promoted listings. It has to be part of your strategy. If it's not part of your strategy, like I said earlier, people like me are going to outcompete you and get more visibility, more clicks, more sales because we're using promoted listings. Now, it's really important to know that with wholesale dropshipping, we're looking for 15 to 30% margins, so we have a lot of wiggle room. We can give up extra percentage to eBay to get those promoted listings, right? To actually get more sales via promoted listings. I want to let people know too, on my wholesale dropshipping account on eBay right now, I am getting about 30% of all my sales coming from promoted listings. I have, for one of my sources, because you can actually divide your promoted listings by campaigns on a campaign level. So for one of my suppliers, I have campaign 1, we'll just call it campaign 1. And on that campaign, it's about 30%. Campaign 2, supplier 2, it's about 35% of my sales, okay? And that is an extra sales boost that I normally wouldn't have gotten. And I obviously have to pay that out to eBay, but I'm perfectly fine with that because the more sales means the more social proof. The more social proof means the higher it gets in the Cassini algorithm. So I'm willing to even break even, give eBay enough so I break even or make a little bit and just keep boosting up my listing. It's like pouring gasoline on fire, okay? So a product that's already selling well, just keep ramping it up to the highest threshold you can possibly get so that that promoted listing brings your listing to the top of search. It seems really intuitive, but there's not a lot of people going out here and saying it. I say be as aggressive as possible because you have nothing to lose. Really, you don't have anything to lose. You only have to gain because we're not paying for impressions and we're not paying for clicks, okay? So I hope this video has helped people. I hope it shed some insight into one of the strategies that I employ and I've seen a lot of success with. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. Drop a comment down below and I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the